Hey, what's up? Today we're going to be cleaning out the exhaust Vanos solenoid. This is a 2007 BMW X5, so this is the E70 body style. It's an N52 engine, the 6-cylinder 3.0 liter. The Vanos solenoid there's two of them. There's the intake and exhaust, and they're located down under here. And so we're gonna have to remove this piece here so that we can gain access to them. Now if you look down in here, you can kind of see those metal clips and those electrical connectors down there. Those are the connectors on there. So what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is take off this air cleaner here. We're going to remove this plastic clip here, and this plastic clip here. We'll take this off. And then we have 4 bolts on this metal support here. There's 2 bolts here and 2 over here, and then we can slide that out of the way, and then we'll have access to it. So if you pull this pin up here, you pull up that center pin on both of these connectors, and you can wiggle those out. One on that side. One in here. You just got to pry that center out. Pry that center up enough so you can pull the center out and pull the connect out. Save those off here. So I got both of those out. Now what you're going to do is pull the front of this up, and then you can see here there's a little piece right here that sticks out, so you're going to pry in that side, and then on the other side here we're going to pry this out, this plastic piece here, so that we can pull the center out. Yeah, I've pried both of those out. So I'm going to take this piece and set it aside here. The next thing I'm going to do is take off this cross support beam here. Okay, so I have a 13mm socket. I'm going to go ahead and take 4 of these out, 2 on this side and 2 on the other side, and I'll pull that. Okay, so I've pulled those bolts out both sides. One last thing, before we pull this beam out, we've got this cable, and it's attached to the back with these clips that are stuck in the holes here. However, on mine, those usually break when you try to pry those out of the holes. Mine already broken, so the cable is just strapped on here with some black zip ties, which is fine. It holds it on there, and that's what I'm going to do when I put it back on there, because these little clips kind of just already broke off. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut these 2 cable ties off here and then pull this out. The cable's off here, it's loose. The next thing we do is we got to be careful of this coolant hose here, and also the air conditioning pipes over there. So you need to kind of, we have a little bit of slack in this. We're gonna pull it so that we can pull it over this way enough so that we can slide it here, down here, and get that, and get the clearance. As soon as we get enough clearance here, there. Now we have clearance, and we can just slide it out. So now we have that piece out, and now we can see the ends of the Vanos solenoids down here. Okay, so the top one is the intake, the bottom one, exhaust. So I already cleaned this one out here. So what I'm going to be doing is working on this one here. They're both exactly the same. You might as well do them at the same time. I forgot to do both of them, so I'm doing this one separately. The first thing I'm going to do is pull out this metal clip. And this holds the electrical connector in, so I just need to pry that open a little bit. Don't lose that clip, just get it loose. Once that's loose, we can slide the electrical connector off there. We get enough room in here. We're going to slide the connector down and slide it loose. As soon as we do that, then there's only this one bolt. And we need to take that out. I believe it's a 10mm, but I'll check that. Okay, so I took the metal clip off, I saved that, and all I'm going to do is kind of push down on this electrical connector until that comes off. Now we have that one bolt to take out. That is a 10 millimeter. So I'm going to put a little socket down on that, and I'm going to use both hands to do that. But I'm basically going to take that one bolt out right there, and then we should be able to pull it. So I got the bolt out. The next thing I'm going to do is reach down and I'm going to grab the solenoid, this here, and I'm going to kind of twist it a little bit as I pull out. I'm going to pull it out this way. And I can do this with one hand. So I'm going to spin it a little bit to get it loose. And I can feel it coming loose. And I can pull it out there. Now it's coming out. It's coming out there, so I just need to pull that out. And that's all there is to it. I take that out, I'm going to clean it up. Alright, so here's the solenoid here. What we're going to do is we're going to take some of the carburetor throttle body cleaner, and we're going to spray this and just kind of clean it up, and we should be able to see what as we spray it in there. You can see all the stuff coming out of there. Make sure you save that O-ring too. So we're going to clean that up good. Okay, so I've cleaned up the solenoid, and now all I have to do is just put it back in there. So slide it back in there. And you want to make sure that this hole here is lined up with the bolt hole. So we're going to slide that back in there, and then just put that 10 millimeter bolt back in there and tighten everything back up. Okay, so I've got the one bolt tightened back up in here. So the last thing you really need to do, I mean, you're just really reversing what you did before. So we're going to put the electrical connector back on here. Make sure that's slid on all the way. Slide that back on the way. We're going to put the spring clip on here just like this one is. We're going to slide that on there. Then we're going to just put the support beam across here and the air filter, and we're done. Alright, so I got the support beam back in here, and I used two of these 11-inch black cable ties to keep this cable tied to the support beam. So really the last piece we need to do is just put the air intake on. So I'm just going to push it in here, push that end in, make sure that's in there nice and snug. Then the other end down here, push that in there, and then I'm going to take the pins and push them in. You might have to have something to help you push down on those. Just grab a wrench or something and push down on it. And that's it. Put those in and you should be good. Hope that helps.